Welcome back. You're with us here on Opening Move. 70 points on the Sensex, 70 points off on the Sensex, that is, and the Nifty is sulking just a little bit under the 5,300 mark. 5296. Yesterday's low holds, I think, on the Nifty, which was at 5284. We got to about 5290 around that early on in trade. All right. Core Projects, the management joins in right now. Core, the U.S. subsidiary, Core K-12, has backed an education deal worth about $24 million from the Los Angeles Unified School District. We've got Mr. Shekhar Iyer, CEO at the company, who joins us on a phone line from the U.S. Mr. Iyer, thanks for taking out the time. I know it's a late hour for you. Can you talk about this one? What this brings to the table? What are you? Is this going to be a joint venture between the between the education authority there and Core in terms of implementation? When will they start to kick into revenues?
I certainly will, and thank you very much for having me on board. It's a pleasure to talk to you. First of all, let me explain that the contract that we have is a multi-year, 5-year contract worth about $24 million. It's also a contract with LA Unified District that we have been working for the past 5 years. So after an extensive rebid, they have awarded the contract to us in a program called formative assessment, which is primarily used as a diagnostic tool by teachers to make corrective actions against students who are deficit in certain programs so they can improve the level of understanding and instructions into the school program. Now, it's a program that we worked with the LA Unified for many, many years. We work with about 700,000 students to whom these assessments are given. Now, from a revenue angle, about 30 to 40% of this contract value will be booked by us in the current year. Our total global picture is about 1,150 crores that we have forecasted to do in year fiscal 2011, and this is part of that program. So we are on a very aggressive track and an explosive growth in the U.S. as well as in international spaces in UK and in India.
All right. Mr. Iyer, is there an initial investment that you need to make for this?
No, there's no investment as such to be made. It's a program that we've been working. It's one of our assessment product called Assessment Center version 3, which has got a growth model component built into it that has been developed by us in collaboration with the school district. So there is no additional investment other than the research and development that we do on a continuous basis year after year. And the program has been highly successful, not only in LA, but we have been doing this in the state of Texas, where we have implemented this for about 2.5 million students in the last several years. So we touch about 20 million students worldwide through many of our products and services. And it's been a very successful program for the last year or so.
Okay, all right. What's the total order book, domestic, India and US combined?
The order book right now, we have over $100 million in order book already in the system, not only in the U.S. but also in India. You are aware that in addition to the LA contract, we have also renewed 95% of the U.S. contracts in the state of Michigan, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, and many other states. And we also won a very large contract in India recently in the state of Maharashtra. So our order book position is pretty healthy, not only in the U.S. but also on a global basis. And we see the growth that we have forecasted, not only in formative assessment but in professional development, teacher training, capacity building, are all progressing as per plan.
There have been a string of acquisitions, Mr. Iyer, over the last, I think, year and a half, 2 years or so from Core. And the last time I think we spoke with you, you indicated that there are more which are likely to follow. Any update there?
Absolutely. The growth that we have in the current fiscal year, the numbers we have forecasted are based purely on organic basis. We did several acquisitions in the past years, but in the current year we have also targeted a few interesting targets that we will be acquiring, not only in the U.S. but in UK. Now, in the United States, there has been a phenomenal attention been given to what's called the Race to the Top program, where there is emphasis on longitudinal analysis and growth modeling. We're looking at specific targets which are going to help us grow into those spaces as well, which is the focus of the current administration in the United States. In addition to U.S., we are also growing aggressively and through organic as well as inorganic in UK. We're looking at emerging markets like Africa and the Middle East. So we will be doing some level of investments in inorganic acquisitions over the next several months.
All right, Mr. Iyer, thanks for taking out the time. Good luck with business. $100 million order book is what now the things stand at as far as core is concerned. More acquisitions follow. The guidance based just on organic growth which they put out earlier. That's core. Stocks moved up about 2% and more. Another one, a converted player into the education space rather than what it used to do, which was IT services earlier on.
Right now, we'll get to more of that in a bit here on the show. But first, let's over to Ashu for the news updates at the 9:30 hour. Ashu.
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV Profit.